What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate when you guys show up. It always makes me happy to do these videos for you. Today I have a good one. It's kind of a follow-up to last week's video where we talked about stocks that I just won't touch. And in that video, I went over politicized stocks, foreign stocks, sin stocks, which were like my main focus of that video. But I wanted to kind of follow up on that video with some news. And this is more of just a news video. There's not really going to be much financial advice, but I'll say it anyways in case I slip later on. I am not a financial advisor, just a guy on the internet who likes doing this for fun. This is not financial advice. So we'll get that out of the way just to keep me in the habit of doing it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So, 2 articles today. The first article you may not have heard about, probably because it's international business, but it does affect you if you are an investor and you invest in certain foreign companies. So, let's talk. The Chinese Communist Party wants to nationalize Alibaba. Now, if you don't know what that means, when a nation nationalizes something, they take it over. And they basically take that company and say, this company now belongs to the nation of China. China will run Alibaba. Obviously, this wouldn't really fly in the United States. I mean, a lot of people would freak out. It'd be like if the United States government took over Amazon, right? We wouldn't want anything like that to happen. And this is more common in a place like China because they're a communist nation. And the government can pretty much just do whatever they want. In fact, they were talking about the president of China wanting to remove a piece of their constitution that limits presidential terms, so you can just stay in power as long as he wants. It's crazy, you guys. But yeah, so let's talk about this. So obviously, it's a big deal if a nation wants to, if a nation wants to take over a company. That in itself is a big deal. The really big deal about this is that Jack Ma, right? He's basically like the Asian Jeff Bezos. He's been missing, okay, for a couple months now. And CNBC said he's laying low, but nobody's seen him. Nobody's heard from him, okay? And now all of a sudden China wants to take over Alibaba. Now, there is some controversy here because Jack Ma, right before he went missing, criticized the Communist Party over their business practices. I'm not going to say this is the truth, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Jack Ma's probably not just missing, okay? This is why I don't touch Chinese stocks, because you never know what you're going to get, right? I won't buy from Alibaba anymore. I will not give them an ounce of my money. I actually closed my account with them. I am no longer going to do drop shipping from anywhere in China, including Alibaba, which was a source for my watches. I will not touch Alibaba ever again, simply because I can't trust that the Chinese Communist Party is not in charge of them, right? And I don't want my money going into a company that's funneling it into the Communist Party of China that's going to put it into the military of China, okay? And this can be the same, this can be said about a lot of different Chinese companies. NIO has a piece of its company run by the Chinese government. I just don't understand why. I mean, I understand why investors put money in these things because they want to get rich. But you guys, you have to be careful because, China takes your money and they use it to fund their military. And I don't know if you guys know this, but China don't really like us. They claim to like us. They're on, like, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This is like eventually kind of world domination kind of stuff. You don't give your enemy any kind of money, okay? Don't give your enemy money so they can come back and just do whatever they want to you later. So yeah, morally, a horrible idea to invest with any of these companies that are involved with the Chinese government. And just using your brain, it's also a bad idea to give them money simply because they're just going to use it against your own country. So you're literally funding your enemy. It'd be like us giving the Axis powers money during World War II or something, right? So it'd be a pretty bad thing. We'll just say that. So, guys, look at this. They're just talking about pretty much what they want to do to take it over. I'm done. Never again will I even look at a Chinese stock. I will not touch NIO. I will not touch Xpeng, Li Auto. I won't touch anything that comes out of China, right? If you do business in China and you're an American company, I may roll with you. But any kind of company that's Chinese run, I will not touch because this stuff, okay? So yeah, if you haven't heard about it, now you have. Next up, guys, this one you probably have heard about. It's all the rage. Twitter. So if you haven't heard about this, it's probably because you've been under a rock. But Twitter, they went out and they banned the president from using their platform. And then they were actually caught. I want to say by I think it's Veritas caught them. And caught Jack Dorsey talking about how he has this like inside campaign to take out a whole bunch of accounts, and now they're just getting nailed, man. Like, look at this. They lost $5 billion in market value, and considering they only have like 30 something billion dollars in market cap right now, that's literally like losing. Yeah, it was 12% right here. So they went from like 42 billion to like 37 billion in a day. They just dumped on him, and it's not looking good, guys. I actually looked at the graphs, and this is why I don't touch stocks that get politicized, because I can already see where this is going. Now, the one thing you want to look at here, well, okay, so they're not past their resistance yet, right? I would say I'd get kind of scared right about here at 39, but really the resistance should be right about there, and they're already below it. So if this continues, I mean, we're looking at low 40s, maybe low 40s before it has a chance. So watch Twitter. I won't touch them because, like I said, they're politicizing their business. When you have a bad CEO and he goes out and he politicizes his company, this is the kind of stuff that happens. Imagine if you bought up here and then Jack Dorsey went on the news and gets caught. Well, he gets caught and then he gets on the news, and now you lose, $10 per share in value because this doofus goes out and gets caught on a private video talking about how he wants to get rid of a large group of people. And this goes back to what I was talking about. When you involve yourself in politics, a lot of people take that personally, and that's why I don't touch companies like Twitter. I don't touch companies like Facebook. I know people are like, oh, they're going to go up. I don't touch them because they have dum-dums for CEOs, and they make stupid decisions, and they run their mouth too much, and they don't do business. They act like they're some sort of righteous guy. And it's like, it's not your job to be righteous. It's your job to make me money. I'm an investor. I don't give you my money so you can go out and run your mouth and lose my money for me, right? So keep that in mind, guys, when you invest in companies like Twitter, where the CEO does stuff like this. And I feel like, watch. Obviously tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, Jr. Day. Great man, great story. And the markets are going to be closed. But I guarantee you, Tuesday, Twitter's going to keep going down. And if you think you're going to buy the dip, you're catching a falling knife right here, in my opinion. I would not touch Twitter with a 10-foot pole right now because, like, honestly, guys, I mean, we're looking at, like, it's already below this resistance line right here by $2. Next stop, next stop's 42. It may fall another $3. It may even go below that, I would say if it hits 42, 43-ish and stabilizes, then okay, whatever. But look at all the momentum you're going to lose. You're going to lose like 2 months worth of momentum here. And, worst case, like real worst case scenario, let's see what the last year is. I mean, look at this. Oh, Jesus. This is for the year, but let's do last year. So we're right here. I mean, it won't be a too big of a deal, but yeah, it's already below this resistance right here. It's already fell below that. It's going down at least to 42, maybe even below that. We may even get in the 30s again, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, this is why I don't touch these politicized companies, guys. Always a no-no. So anyways, guys, that's a video. Thanks for joining me again. I appreciate when you guys drop by. I will try to push out some new videos pretty soon. Maybe some picks. Maybe I should do some stock picks or something for you and give you guys some stuff to chase after and check out. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Until the next one, peace.